Hello again, whiskey friends. Welcome back to the lounge. It's Kelsey here. We are going to be doing something really fun today. We are going to be doing Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Rye Pick. That is correct. We just got back from Heaven Hill and the meetup there with Jason and Scott. So we're going to jump into this palette. I'm so excited for you guys to hear about this particular thing. It's going to be released here soon. So let's jump into it and kick off the show. All right, welcome back, everybody. Back from Bardstown Blitz. Man, it was such a great time. Thank you, Jason and Scott from the Bourbon Journey and My Bourbon Journey. Meet up there. We had some great times with a lot of great people. I feel like it was my extended family, kind of back down to earth. Yesterday was pretty hard. I was feeling kind of depressed because I didn't get to see my friends again. So let's jump into the nose on this thing. So, Kelsey, this is going to be released here, I think, in the next couple of weeks. This was at our event. They did also a pick of barrel proof rye, bottle your own. So this is at 132 proof, and it is called the Y725, which means it's bottle your own batch. But the thing that stood out to me about this particular one was the complexity of it, and also the finish. So let's jump into the nose, the palate, and see where we go. So right off at 132 proof, man, this has 0 ethanol on the nose, which is kind of crazy. It's super sweet. Their ryes tend to be just a barely legal rye mash bill. So I think it's like 51 or 52%. You can put that down in the comments if you guys know. I don't remember the exact mash bill, but it is barely legal rye, which is super sweet. You do get just a hint of the floral notes, but nothing that's off-putting to me. Now, I don't like floral. I'm not a huge fan of some of the recipes of Four Roses for that particular reason, but this just has a hint of it. You know that it's a rye, but it's not super rye forward with that floral notes or the spearmint notes for that fact. That's why I like more Kentucky-based ryes, because they tend to be not high on for the primary gain. So let's jump into the palate. Oh man. So ECBP profile on this is right up front. Even though that it's a rye, it reminds me of that sweet brown sugar, but also cherry forward profile. It's very sweet up front. It does not drink its proof. I would say this drinks right around 115 to 120 at the max. Man, the oak on this thing is crazy good. It's not age stated. So what's interesting is that you're getting the sweetness right up front. You get just a little bit of the rye spice mid palate. And then towards the end, which is really, really fun, you get the oak again towards the middle, and then it spreads out towards the back of your tongue, which has been pretty consistent for me in a lot of older aged whiskey as far as where the oak hits. It's typically in the middle, but sometimes it'll hit me towards the back part and on the outside edges of my tongue. So let's go in for a second sip. Cheers. So second sip, still sweet. It hits more in the mid palate on the second sip than the front of the palate. And the oak is super prevalent towards the back edges of my tongue still. The proof point is not coming through at all on this. Like I said, this is supposed to be 132 proof, and it does not drink that at all, which is really dangerous. What's interesting also on the second sip is that the rye spice is coming in towards the end of the finish, towards the back part of your tongue, and then the oak is still super present the whole time. It kind of grows the more you drink on it. It also provides a very in-depth profile of what I feel like a great rye should be, which is sweet, oaky, has some depth to it, but not overly rye forward for my profile, which is why I really like this particular one. Now, I haven't tried the 94 proofer that they put out in a while, so I can't speak to whether or not that rye profile comes through more on it. But I can tell you on this one, when we tasted it, everybody was like, oh yeah. So these were $89 at the distillery. It's a heck of a deal. Barrel proof rye, and they're going to be doing more and more of these picks as they release them. Let's go in for a final sip, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, final sip. You're getting a little bit of baking spices coming through, still getting the oak, still getting the sweetness coming through in the middle of the palate. What I will say is that this has a really complex rye profile for me. but it's still super approachable, even at 132 proof. Like I wouldn't, if I tasted this blind, I wouldn't think it was any higher than 115 to 118 at the most to me. I know I said 120 earlier, but I really think that this really, the more you drink it, provides a particular profile that is very easy to go to. It's very approachable. It's very easy to drink. It's satiating. It makes me want to go back and drink more of it. It's not like a one and done. This thing is pretty crushable. At 132 proof, it's very, very dangerous. So thank you guys for sticking around. Make sure that you guys hit the like and subscribe and join us every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And we'll see you guys right back here on Hello Again, Whiskey Friends and the Whiskey Lift Round.